So some of you might be living under a rock. And in today's political climate, I don't blame you. But if you're not living under a rock, you're probably aware of all the drama going down on Donald Trump's Twitter page. Oh yes, now he's mad at 4 congresswomen. Pretty much because they disagree with him. Somebody disagrees with you, you're the president, so instead of just trying to solve these people's problems, trying to make America actually a better place, address the issues, you just rant about them on Twitter. Yeah, that's what he's doing. And of course, it's very racist and idiotic in general. And he's made a number of tweets. And recently, 2 hours since I've made this video, 2 hours previous, he's posted a whole smorgasbord of ridiculous tweets, which I'm going to read to you right now, because they're so awful, and I'm going to talk about them, because it's just ridiculous. This is our president. This is obscene. Here we go. It's basically like 3 tweets, because he's basically making a big paragraph of nonsense. In America, if you hate our country, you are free to leave. The simple fact of the matter is, 4 congresswomen think that America is wicked in its origins. They think that America is even more wicked now, that we are all racist and evil. They're entitled to their opinion. They're American. Now, I'm entitled to my opinion. And I just think they're left-wing cranks. They're the reason there are directions on a shampoo bottle. And we should ignore them. The squad has moved the Democratic Party substantially left. And they are destroying the Democratic Party. I'm appalled that so many of our presidential candidates are falling all over themselves to try to agree with the 4 horse women of the apocalypse. I'm entitled to say they're whack jobs. Louisiana Senator John Kennedy. That's a quote. I'm entitled to say they're whack jobs. Louisiana Senator John Kennedy. Okay, now this is full of horrible shit. So I'm going to break down each sentence because each sentence is just freaking ridiculous. In America, if you hate our country, you are free to leave. Obviously, these 4 congresswomen don't hate America. 3 of them were born in America. 1 of them is immigrated to America, but still has full citizenship at this point. If they really hated America, you think they'd run for office? I mean, maybe there are a few psycho politicians who are running for office simply because they want to destroy America, screw it up, ruin people's lives. But I think most people run because they either want the money, want the fame, or they actually want to help people. Okay. I don't even know if this is a straw man because it's just so general. They hate America. Based on what? Disagreeing with you? If you disagree with Trump, you hate America. It's nonsense. Simple fact of the matter is, these 4 congresswomen think that America is wicked in its origins. No, they don't. They think the current political climate is corrupt. You are a corrupt president. That's a fact. You are a piece of shit. That's a fact. Okay? Not even an opinion at this point. You're so fucking awful. That's a fact. You are a piece of shit, Donald Trump. And you are corrupt, and most of the Republican Party is corrupt, and most of the Democratic Party is corrupt. The system is rigged. Okay? Politicians are bought and sold by corporations. It's common knowledge. Okay? They don't think America is wicked in its origins. They support the Constitution. They think the current political climate is messed up and needs to be fixed, which it does. Whole rest of the world has good health care. We don't. They think that America is even more wicked now. It is. And what do you mean by wicked? It's more corrupt than it was previous. I mean, you're one of the most corrupt presidents we've had in a long time, if ever. That we are all racist and evil. They don't think you're all racist and evil. Maybe some of them think that there's a serious problem with racism in this country, especially since you become president. And there are issues with race in this country. A president is calling an entire group of people, all Hispanics, millions of them across the globe. Oh, they're criminals. We can't trust them, but they come here. You know, that's racism. This whole tirade you're going on is racist, telling them to leave the country. Is it because they're all black? Is they all darker skin? Because 3 of them are American citizens. They're all American citizens, and 3 of them are born here. So they're American citizens just like everyone else. Should they leave because they're black? Should black people not run for office? Should black people not be allowed to express their opinions? Should anyone that comes from a corrupt country not be allowed to vote, not be allowed to run for office? Because that's what immigration is, Trump. Immigration is people going from a shitty country to a better country to try to get a better life. And no, it's not so easy to just have a giant revolution and change your home country for the better. That's not easy. It's a hell of a lot easier to come to a country like America to try to live a better life. They'd rather stay in their home country, but they don't really have a choice. Especially in places like South America and Central America where there's gangs and violence and complete instability and corruption. They have no choice. You and your family are not stopping a cartel. They're entitled to their opinions. They're Americans. Are they? Because your previous tweet a few days ago basically told them to go back to their home countries and fix them. As if they're not really Americans. As if they should be loyal to their home countries. Claiming Omar, I forget her first name, Omar, congresswoman from Minnesota, female, she's Muslim. You basically told her, oh, she supports terrorists. You're basically implying they're not Americans. So now they are? Make up your mind, man. Now I'm entitled to my opinion. Of course you are. And I just think the left-wing cranks. Wow. The President of the United States, a professional in a suit, who's supposed to be a leader of the supposed free world, whatever, is calling out random politicians, calling them left-wing cranks. Wow. That's just... It's stupid, because it's just a generic, hateful comment. And it's really unprofessional. What businessman does that? You're having a business deal? Hey, you're a left-wing crank. Who does that? In a professional job setting? Who does that? They're the reason there are directions on a shampoo bottle. Damn. Are you implying they're idiots? That they have mental problems? That they are so stupid they don't know how to use shampoo? Oh, maybe I should drink it. That's just awful. What the fuck? You're the President of the United States. You can't be saying that about people. It's bullshit. They're obviously much more intelligent than you will ever be. But on top of that, it's just so offensive. You're the President. You're not supposed to say this. You're not supposed to be a dick and call people idiots or dumbasses. You're so stupid. I bet you wouldn't even know how to put food in your mouth. I bet you don't even know how to put your pants on right. Yeah, all this, I don't know. That's awful. You're the President. You're not supposed to be doing this. You're not supposed to be saying this nonsense. We should ignore them. Clearly you're not ignoring them because you're making all these tweets about them. So maybe you should start ignoring them, Trump. And start focusing on making this country actually better. The squad has moved the Democratic Party substantially left. Good! And they're destroying the Democratic Party. No, because the old Democratic Party stood for fucking nothing. The old Democratic Party voted for Hillary fucking Clinton. And she was awful. For politicians who stand for nothing, like Joe Biden. Progressives actually want to get things done. You can't tell me, Trump, you're not mentioning it, you're not bringing it up, but you can't tell me lowering college costs is a good thing. Lowering student loans. You can't tell me that having a single-payer healthcare system like the rest of the modern world would save us a shit ton of money and improve our lives. You can't argue against that. You can't argue that trying to get corruption out of politics is a bad thing. You can't argue that. You really can't. Increasing the minimum wage, you can't really argue that's a horrible thing. Giving people a living wage. So, I don't know why you're claiming it's destroying the Democratic Party, because it's not. The policies that they're pushing are common sense policies that would benefit all Americans, that many other countries already have. I'm appalled that so many of our presidential candidates are falling over themselves to try to agree with these 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. That's supposed to be a joke? Because that's just awful. That's just stupid. And they're not evil. They just disagree with you. More than half the country disagrees with you. They're not evil. They're not stupid for disagreeing with you. They're smart. No Democrat wants to agree with you. Because you're awful. And you're doing nothing for this country. And then you quote freaking John Kennedy. Something he probably said years ago. You know, it's unprecedented to call them whack jobs. It's stupid. And I'm going to go look at more tweets here. I could read some of the comments, but I'm going to look at more tweets. Let's see. Ooh, there's more. Let's see. Ooh, the Democrats in Congress are getting nothing done. Not on drug pricing, not on immigration, not on infrastructure. Nothing. He didn't mention healthcare for some reason. That's the big one. One of the biggest. So much opportunity, yet all they are doing is going fishing. The American people are tired of the never-ending witch hunt. They want results now. Okay, you're not doing anything on fucking drug pricing. You're not doing anything on immigration. You're not doing anything on fucking infrastructure or healthcare or any of that. Really? This is such hypocrisy. You're doing none of these things. You have no concise immigration plan other than a wall and detaining these people. You don't know what you're going to do with them. You're just detaining them for months on end. You've never talked about how we're going to lower drug prices and the healthcare system. You never mentioned much on infrastructure. Get the fuck out of here.